Hey Ashley, hey Tiffany, hey Reese. Oh man, I left my water. Hey Lexi, hey Tamika, hey Desi. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey Iris, hey Dolores, welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm gonna scoot back a little. I feel like I'm all up in y'all face. I'm doing really good, Dolores. How are you? Hey Tanisha. How has y'all week gone? What's going on? For one, disregard my eyebrows. I am on day 9, or is this day 10? I'm gonna say day 9 of microblading, and they are like starting to peel. So like my tail has peeled off here, and it has almost peeled off here, and then the front part is peeling. So I'm in that stage where you gotta like, you know, get through the ugly to get to the good. This is the only part I do not like about microblading is when they start to peel, because everybody don't know you got microblading. So when you out and about, people looking up you upside your head, and you know you got the mask on, so all they see is brows. So I ain't gonna complain though, because they gonna be fire when they done. Because what's crazy is I have to go through this again in 6 more weeks. Like, for microblading to stick for 18 months to 2 years, you get it done twice. So you get it done the first time, you let it heal, you go back 6 weeks later, and then you get it done again, and then that sets it. So yes, I gotta go through this again in 6 more weeks. So I don't even know, like, it ain't even over yet, but it's gonna be fire when it's done. Like, it's crazy because I didn't realize my microblading had completely faded, but I did have mine for 3 years. So it does promise 18 months to 2 years, and I actually went a full 3 years. So, and I'll say it probably faded probably after the 2 year mark. But for me, it was the shape. Like, I liked the way that they were shaped. So I didn't mind filling them in, because you know when I do my makeup, I fill my brow in anyway. But I've never had brows like, I'll show you guys, like, whenever like this heal, and then finally like the last, you know, part, like after I get the touch up and everything, I'll show you guys my brows before, because before I literally had like a line. Like, that's all I had. So I have came a long way. But yeah, it's a process, and I'm gonna get it done. Hey Alana, hey Felisa. Oh, thank you, Dolores. Oh yes, Iris. I'm in a good space, y'all. I know last Weight Loss Wednesday I was like still upset and ranting, but I like to do that, because when you do it, when you say what's on your mind, you're no longer holding it in. And when you hold stuff in, like I tell you guys all the time, that can impact your journey, because you're so like upset, or you know it's something going on inside that you don't want to do what you need to do on your journey. So you do have to get to the point where you just speak it, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I know saying something is not going to change what happened, it's not going to, you know, do anything, but yeah, it just felt good to get it out. And this week has been going really good for me. Like I told you guys, I restarted on Monday. I did a full day fast on Monday, and then I broke my fast at 11 on Tuesday. And so I've been eating the 16-8 method. So I break my fast at 11. I stopped eating at 7. Yesterday I went and did a workout. I did 2.25 miles, and I did some squats. And today, when I get off of Weight Loss Wednesday, I'm gonna do a strength training. If you guys remember, dang it, I put it over there. If you guys remember, like years ago, I bought Body Boss, or is it Boss Body? And I kept mixing it up. I can't remember if it's Body Boss or Boss Body. I think it's Boss Body though. But anyway, I bought that, but I was unpacking. I had one more office box left, so I was unpacking that box to see what was in it, and I found it. So I'm gonna do one of those workouts tonight, because it's with kettlebells and kind of like strength training, and that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Like, I went walking. Monday I won't work out, because that's my full day fasting day, and I don't like to work out when I full day fast. So Monday I'll just full day fast. Tuesday I'll go and do my walk. Wednesday, since I have Weight Loss Wednesday, and I'm telling y'all, this time goes so quick. Like, I swear, by the time I come in the house, prepare what I'm gonna eat, and then eat, I swear time be gone. So I do not have a time to get a workout in before, but I will do it after. But that's the day that I'm do an in-house workout where I just, you know, do weights and stuff like that. And then on Thursday and Friday, I'm gonna do walking again, because I do want to walk 3 times a week. So I'm gonna walk again Thursday and Friday, and then on Saturday I'll do me another one of my Body Boss workouts, just another like strength training workout. And I feel like that is a good start, somewhere where I'm getting in cardio and strength training, and just like, you know, getting my body together. So that's kind of what I came up with. So far so good. Like I said, I've been eating I have been vlogging as well, so you guys will have a vlog on Sunday. So I don't want to ruin the vlog, but I show meal prep. I grocery shop with you guys. I take you guys to the store like I did it the old school vlog way, like where I took you guys to the grocery store, come home, do a grocery haul, then meal prep, then show you what I eat. So yes, if you guys have been missing those vlogs, that one is coming on Sunday. So yeah, I've been like in the groove this week. Like I've been vlogging. Work has been work. Like at this point, I'll be a crazy person to keep complaining. Work has been work. But other than that, I've been having good days. I'm not gonna even lie about it. Even though like tomorrow's Thursday. That's the crazy part about it. Like this week went by kind of fast. Funny story. So this morning, y'all, this morning, like in the wee hours of the morning, it started storming really, really bad, and it was like thundering and lightning, and it just kept going and going and going, and it was raining so hard, and it was right before my alarm went off, and literally the power went out again. And I swear, like I was like, oh my God, not again, not again. And then the power wasn't off for that long, and it came back on, but it only came on in certain parts of the house. So in the kitchen, it was on, the refrigerator was still on, and the stove was still on, but the microwave didn't work, and the lights didn't work. And then in my office, the lights in here didn't work, but the washer and dryer didn't work, but the light in the hallway kept trying to come on, and the plug in my closet was on. So it was weird as to what came on, but everything that came on allowed me to still get ready and go to work. So yeah, I got ready and went to work, and then baby said it came on probably a little afternoon. She ended up taking a nap because she worked tonight. So she ended up going to sleep. So she wasn't like up when it came on, but she said she got up around 1 something and checked and it was on. So they did get the power back on. I do have like a little clip of that in the vlog as well, because it was so weird. I was like, whoever Texas them pissed off in the acts of nature, the mother nature, the weather, you need to go apologize. Be the bigger person about this, because I don't know, y'all. We done had so much stuff going. Like yesterday, it was literally 80 degrees. Like it was hot, it was nice. It was, well, yesterday wasn't sunny, yesterday was overcast, but Monday it was sunny. Like in the vlog y'all gonna see, I was like, it's 84 and sunny in Texas. And then yesterday it was like so overcast. Last night it stormed. This morning power was out everywhere, but they did get all power restored. And then yeah, it's just been like crazy. But other than that, like I said, this week for me has like, I have really just gotten back focused. Like I realized that at the end of the day, you know, stuff happened, life happens, life come at you, but you have to get to the point where you take control back. So I feel real like motivated, and like I said, it's Wednesday and I'm still on track. Let me see. Oh, Dolores said you can't complain. That's a blessing. Hey, Tamika. Tamika, it does not hurt this time. The first time I got microblading, the numbing cream that she had was only 7%. So we put it on, and it wasn't until my third pass, because the way they do it is they numb your brows first, and then they go over them, and then after they go over them, they put a layer of numbing cream again. Once they put that second layer of numbing cream, the numbing really kick in, because by that time you actually have like the cuts from the needle, so the numbing cream can get in. If you know, at first it's just sitting on the skin, so it numbs it, but it just doesn't numb it all the way. So yeah, the first time I really felt it. That's probably what really did take me so long to get it again, because I was like, oh, am I ready for that? But this time Demisha done stepped her game up, y'all. She got 39% numbing cream. So I went from 7% to 39%, and I did not feel a thing. Like I legit took a little nap. She was like, I took a video while you was asleep. I was like, girl, was I snoring? I'm so sorry. Like I literally didn't feel a thing this time. We did numb it. She did the same method. She numbed it first, and then we did it, but I promise I did not feel a thing this time. And honestly, I feel like that's why, because the first time I did it, my coloring was kind of lighter, But this time I feel like it's not gonna take too long, because last time it took a little time before it darkened up. But this time I feel like it's not, because since I didn't feel anything, I feel like she could actually go in and, you know, get the color in. So yeah, she did good, but I did not feel it this time. So I'm so excited that she upped that numbing cream, because that kind of, the first time I was just like, I don't really want to do this again, but I did not feel it this time. Girl, we can't even tell they pen. Oh, peeling. Oh, look, I'm talking about pen. And look, I got LASIK. Oh, yes. When you'll see up close, and especially like me vlogging, I do say it a couple times in the vlog, because I'm just like, because when I look at myself, I'm just like, oh, you can see it. Like, I want to do it, but I find someone who knows. Yes, and you really do, because remember, it's a tattoo. Like, they are tattooing your face. To do microblading, they use tattoo needles and facial ink. And that's the reason too, because a lot of people are like, well, if you get microblading as a tattoo, why doesn't it last longer than 2 years? And that's because they were saying like ink in your face don't last long, period. And I don't understand it, because they say it's because you constantly exfoliate and stuff like that. But I have to exfoliate my body and stuff like that. So I'm like, I exfoliate my body too, but my tattoo's not, you know. So I don't know what the science is behind it, but yeah, it's guaranteed to last up to 2 years. So if you do like the bold results like I do, then you will have to, like, you know, go back every couple years and get it. But if you can just deal with it, like I said, I dealt with it a little longer than you know, a little longer than what was promised, because I was able to just fill it in, because at least it was a shape. Because like I told you before, I had no brows. Like, it was literally a line. I never had brows. Like, I always have been like, why don't I have full brows? My mama, she don't have brows, and that's because it's not because they didn't grow, it's because she burnt them out. And they never grew back. And my dad, he has like very little brows too. So I don't know, maybe they just didn't bless me with brows. I don't know, but I like having a bold brow. Do you still sell? Yes, I still sell NurtrBurst, all that stuff. My link is in the description, or if you DM me, I can send you the link. Painful? No, it's not painful. Like I said, if you get the right numbing cream, because even with the 7%, it wasn't like really bad pain, but like I said, until we put it on that second time, I did feel it, and I was just like, ugh. If anything, the noise scares you, because you gotta think about it, it's a tattoo gun like on your face, so you hear the buzzing noise and you hear the scraping. Look, I don't want to scare you. Look, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, wait a minute, you're not making it sound good. But you do hear the scraping. You do feel, I mean, you feel like, you know, the tattoo gun, you hear zzz, you hear that noise or whatever. But other than that, like I said, it's worth it in the end. Y'all please pray for me, I'm struggling. Oh yes, Iris, we definitely will, because that's another thing, and that's like the topic that I want to talk about tonight, is patience. You got to have patience on your journey. Like the one thing, if I haven't learned anything, and especially 3 years in, you would think like, okay, Crystal, you know everything. Like you've been doing this for 3 years, but 3 years in, I just learned patience with my journey. Because before, you have to remember, I'm coming from being full force on my journey, where I was always on my journey. Like, I did weekly weigh-ins and like constant meal prep. Like, I didn't have time off like I do now. But since reaching my goal, I lost my weight. It took me 15 months. After the 15 months, I still was kind of strict on myself a couple of months after. But then you let up. Especially once you hit goal, you let up a little, you know. So it's been me letting up a lot during the end part of my journey. So I mean, like, during this time that I just had with, you know, everything happening with the storm, and just how my journey was affected, I learned patience. Like, everything is not gonna happen like you want it every time, and that's why you have to be able to roll with the punches. That's why you have to be able to use this as your journey and not as a diet plan. Like, this is not a diet plan. Remember, I tell you guys, diet equals nutrition. It's what you eat. But your journey equals habits. Is what you do. So if you can just learn those habits, like I said, Mother Nature came, and I always carried water during Mother Nature time, and then we were without groceries. I've been eating out, doing all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure I did gain some water weight. I'm pretty sure I did. But at the end of the day, I'm not letting the scale be the reason that either I force myself to do something I don't want to do, or I don't I mean, or I get be so hard on myself that I lose my motivation and don't do it and keep going down the same rabbit hole. So I've just gotten to the point where I realize that life is gonna happen, and when it does, it's okay, but you catch yourself and you keep moving, like you keep pushing. That's the whole point of keep pushing, because why give up now? Like, why? Hey, okay, let's say you get off your journey and you gain 10 pounds back. Okay, let's be realistic, because if you really off your journey, you're not gonna just be off your journey for a week. You may be off your journey for longer. Let's say you gain 20 pounds back, but you know, you had already lost so much weight. Don't beat yourself up for gaining those 20 pounds back, because you're not where you were when you first started, for one. And for two, remember, you already know what to do to get back down. Like I always say, and I saw this on Pinterest, and that's where I got it from. It was like, don't beat yourself up for starting over, because this time you're starting over with experience. This time when you are restarting your journey or re-jumping your journey or doing something like that, you are like restarting, knowing what it is you need to do. You know what works for your body. You know, if you go hard on this certain thing or this certain thing, what would do. That's the one thing all of us know how to do. We know how to lose weight. It's just we need to build those habits to lose the weight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what you need to do to lose the weight, but it's like, are you doing everything that you need to do so, you know? Hey Rose, how you doing? Hey Miss Bree. Hey Chris, I got my eyebrows micro shading touch up Saturday. Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the touch up and the last peel, and then it's gonna go down from there. Like, I'm cutting it close too, cause y'all know my birthday coming up. I'm cutting it real close with the healing process, but we gonna get there. I've been in a good groove. Yes, that's good. Thank you, Tiffany. Hey, Justice, how you doing? Hey, Williams. I guess I'll try. I was scared. I thought it was really painful. I'll be... Yes, ask for the 39%, because your sis took a whole nap. Hey, Mo. Oh, thank you, Justice. Hey, Sherelle, I'm sorry. I started using the NurtrBurst ISO 10 resolution drops. I love the products. Yes, and that's another thing. I did start back using my products this week. So I started back with my NurtrBurst. I started back taking my apple cider vinegar. So I do my 2 shots in the morning. 2 shots. 2 tablespoons with a shot of water in the morning. And then I take my NRG. And then I take my NurtrBurst when I break my fast. And then I've been doing my tea before dinner. Like, when I came from working out yesterday, I drank that, you know, and then I waited 30 minutes and had my dinner. And I like it like that. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Hey, Shannon. But yeah, so that's how I've been doing. Everything is good as far as, like I said, where I am right now. And you have to celebrate like every day that you do good, because a lot of us are so hard on ourselves. You'll be like, man, I did good for a week, and one little thing can throw you off, and you don't want that to be the case. You want to celebrate everything. Like, celebrate getting back on track, celebrate staying on track, celebrate meal prepping. Like, it's been like, I did meal prep not too long ago, but not like I did this time where I meal prep everything. Because even my dinner, like, normally I will buy turkey meatballs from the store. Because what happened was I was going to make chicken meatballs, but I couldn't find ground chicken. And I did go to 2 stores. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do ground turkey. It is what it is. So I did make turkey meatballs. And like, normally, like I said, I would buy turkey meatballs from the store. But I actually made mine this time. Like, I'm proud of myself. Like, that's something, like I said, on my journey, that's one thing I'm not ashamed of. And one thing I will still continue to do. I will go and buy the Great Value turkey meatballs from Walmart. And the serving size is 6. And I will just eat a serving size, you know. So that's what I did, because y'all know how I feel about that. It's all about portion control. What goes in versus how much you're burning. That is it. That is all. That is the numbers game of it all. Like I said, we are not doctors. We don't know what's going on with your blood work and stuff like that. So I can't tell you what's healthy for you, but I can tell you, in order to lose weight, all you have to do is burn more calories than you're eating in a week's time, you know. Hey, Canessa. But yes, I can't wait to exercise tomorrow. This 5 days, no workout has been struggle. Oh, yes. And that's one thing I will say. As much as I talk noise, y'all, about, like, I don't like working out, which is the truth. Y'all know that. Can't lie about it. I don't like working out. But once I do it, I feel so good. Like when I came back from my walk yesterday, I was like, okay, then I got this, you know. And then like I said, I had been like toying with some kettlebell exercises, but tonight is like the night that I'm putting it all together and doing like a full workout or whatever. So I'm excited about it. Like I want to see how I'm gonna feel after the workout, you know. So as long as I keep being excited about what's coming for me when it comes to working out, I'll continue to do it. But like I said, we're all human. Sometimes you lose that motivation, but just be self-aware enough to know when you've lost that motivation, so that way you can figure out how to get it back. Because that's what a lot of people, like, that is another question that I get the most, is like, how do you find your motivation once you've lost it? And only you can find it, sis. Like nobody else can motivate you like you will. Like, you know how much we talk to ourselves. You may not say it out loud, but I know me. Look, I have to speak for myself. I know me, and all day I'm like, okay, Crystal, you don't need to do that. Like today was St. Patrick's Day. Now y'all know they showed out at my job for St. Patrick's Day. Y'all know that Krispy Kremes had those green donuts, y'all. They bought so many dozen of donuts that was green. Like it was a green seat in there. They catered some, I want to say it was Jimmy John's or either Jersey Mike's for lunch, and it was like these extravagant boxes that had sandwiches and chips and cookies and drinks and all kind of stuff. And then our like people that's above, like that's over us or whatever, they were in town today. And so yeah, for breakfast, they catered them breakfast. They had all kind of pastries and bagels and cream cheese, like all different kind of cream cheeses, and like they did have a fruit tray, but the fruit tray had so much like cream cheese and whipped cream and all kind of stuff on. Like it was a lot today, and I did not partake in any of it, y'all. Any of it. Crystal fasted to 11. I broke my fast with my green smoothie. I had my breakfast. Then at 2, I had my lunch. And then that was it. I drank my gallon of water. That's another thing, y'all. I haven't had a gallon of water in so long. And today is Wednesday, and I have had my gallon every single day. Like, I'm proud of myself in that, because I think it was a couple of weight loss Wednesdays ago, I was telling you guys, like, I'm really getting tired of water. And that's the truth. Like, I'm really getting tired of water. So, honestly, I feel like that break that I took gave me the break that I needed from it. Because now, like I said, it takes me no time. I'm finishing my gallon. Now, Monday, it took me to about 2:30, 2:44, something like that to finish because I was busy at work. But today, I was finishing my gallon before noon. So, it's like, I think I just needed that break from the water just to, you know, want it back. So I've been drinking my gallon. But yes, I didn't partake in any of that today at work, and they was showing out. And they just, it seemed like every time somebody else brought something in, they knock on my office door and open it. Crystal, you want this? I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Like it's crazy. But I'm proud of myself for that, because I know a time I would have ate all of that. I was just looking at those turkey meatballs and thinking about trying to, the Great Value ones. I like them. I really do. Like, they are, I ain't gonna say they like homemade, but they pretty good to me. You better go, Krista. Proud of you, sis. Those work parties be the devil on your journey. And see that meal prep be go. Yes! And that's what I told myself. I was like, first things first, you just got back on track, sis. Secondly, hey, short lady, see? Secondly, like, why? Why would you do it? You know, you don't need it. You're not hungry. You good. Like, you don't need it. You don't have to partake to say, you know, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, go on about your business. I did my work and went on. But yes, they showed out today at work, which they do it all the time. And it's gonna come up again because we're getting ready to have our like linen week. That week they do something every single day, and then it's gonna be end of the month when they do birthdays, and they do like catering for all the employees for birthdays as well. But yes, y'all. So, hey, Marquita. But yeah, so it's been going really, really good. And like I said, just patience, y'all. We have to be patient with ourselves to know that it's not going to happen overnight. And I know it's crazy because everybody says this, oh, you didn't gain it overnight, you won't lose it overnight. And that is the truth. Because even though if you gain weight, like me, I gain weight really fast, guys, like really fast. If I'm off of anything, like if I'm not being as consistent as I know to be, like if I allow myself to really go in, like this past month, that I was off my journey, I didn't allow myself to go in. Because if I had allowed myself to go in, oh man, I already know where I could go. And I gained weight really, really quick. So that's why I was so proud of myself for not binging out then. Like, I did what I had to do, and that was eat out, because we didn't have no groceries. Now we got groceries, but we didn't have any groceries, and the stores finally got stuff in there. I found my ground turkey. Only thing I didn't find was my Tyson black and chicken strips, but those always have been kind of hard to find. Like, you just kind of got to get to the Walmart when they get the truck and you can find it. That's the only thing I didn't find, but I pretty much found everything else that I was looking for my meal prep and stuff. And then I actually got some recipes from WW Pound Dropper that I love. Like, all my recipes come from her, because they're like simple recipes, but it's good stuff, you know. And like I said, I always call it diet food, only because you're using like fat-free stuff or less sodium stuff or something. That's the only reason I call it diet food. But for it to be that, it does taste good, and it's stuff that I genuinely like. Because especially 3 years into my journey, y'all, I can't eat no more chicken and broccoli just by itself. I just can't. I can't do that. Like, it's so crazy. It's like when you first start your journey, remember the determination that you have. Like, every day I'm eating tilapia and broccoli, chicken and broccoli. I'm only eating oatmeal with no sweetener. I'm only gonna eat berries, and I'm only gonna, like, when I first started my journey, I was strict. When I tell you, I could tell you how many, I wouldn't go over 1,200 calories. I'd be at 1143 every single day. Like, I always had little calories to spare. I was doing 2-a-day workouts. Like, when you first start your journey, like, you're super dedicated. But as you get to your journey, as you see the weight fall off, sometimes your motivation falls off. Sometimes you get a little lax. Sometimes you say, oh, I can, partake in this a little bit, because I ain't where I was before. So, I can partake in this a little bit. But remember, I tell you guys all the time, it's not what you eat. It's not what you eat. It's how much you eat. So if you go back into those binging habits, if you go back into eating in a calorie surplus instead of a calorie deficit, that's when the weight comes on. And when it comes on, and it comes back fast, and it comes back more, So that's why I could do Herbalife and gain all that weight back, Hydroxycut and gain all that weight back, Slim Fast and gain all that weight back. Like, it's so crazy. If you really add up all the times before that I lost weight, I done lost over 100 pounds a lot of times. Like, you add up 42 pounds here, I lost 33 pounds here, I lost 18 pounds here. Like, every time I would lose weight and then gain it back, And like, that's the one thing, like I said, the one thing that I have learned from this journey is you don't learn the habits. Take the time to learn the habits, because that's what you need to stay afloat. That is what you need. If you're doing this fast weight loss, y'all, and you lose weight, and you end up getting off that journey and gaining weight back, your motivation is gonna be gone, because you're gonna be like, well, I lost weight, how did I gain it all back? But if you genuinely take the time on your journey to learn the habits, like, how many times have I started working out, y'all? How many times have I started working out and y'all hear me keep saying to this day, I'm still getting it, I'm restarting my, like, you just gotta keep restarting until you don't have to start over anymore. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If I fall off, I'm gonna restart over and over again until you don't have to start anymore. Keep going until you see results. That's the only thing that you can do, because if you stop, you're never gonna see the results. But if you keep going, you will see the results. You just got to keep going. And you got to have patience with it. You can't beat yourself up when stuff don't go your way. I am a witness to that, y'all. Like, I was so mad that everything happened with the storm, because I was really on track. Like, I had been working out. My fasting was perfect. I was hitting my gallons every day. Like, everything was good. And then all of a sudden, the storm happens. There's no food. All the food that I did have went bad. There's no food in the store, so I'm eating out every day. There is actually nothing open during the days that we didn't have power, so we're eating nothing but chips and peanuts and all that stuff. All that stuff is sodium packed. Like, all of it is high in processed carbs and sugar and sodium packed. So, yes, that will ruin whatever progress you have, because I'm going from eating a pretty well-balanced diet to where I'm not eating too many carbs, I'm not eating too much sugar, I'm not eating too much protein. Like, I'm not doing, it's pretty balanced out, to only eating processed sugars, carbs, and bunches of sodium. Like, even with water, like, we had to conserve water, so we end up drinking like juice. Like, I was on apple juice, because I was like, you know what, let me just drink apple juice. So we would get apple juice to, like, drink, because we needed the water to, do what we need to do, brush teeth and One of y'all was like, I ain't heard whole baths in so long, but yes, take a whole bath, stuff like that. So it was crazy, and it was really an eye opener for me. And like I said, if this had been me a couple years ago, I would have spiraled right out of control. I would have gained all my weight back, and I would have been back. Hey guys, Crystal here. Today I'm gonna tell you guys how I'm gonna lose weight again. But this time it wasn't like that. Like I said, yes, I was off my journey for a while. Like I haven't been off for a month in over a year. You know what I'm saying? So it was a shocker, but at the end of the day, life happened. And life happens to give you lessons, and once you learn those lessons, you use oh, is it finna rain again? Cause it is windy out here. Look, we sorry, weather guys. We don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Like, it's crazy. I'm just like, if the power go out, I am sorry. Cause look, ever since we moved, the power be going out. But at least we ain't flooding. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Cause y'all know the old apartment will flood at the drop of a hat. Like every time you wake up to water. So I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So y'all, you just don't beat yourself up on your journey. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't compare yourself to nobody. But if you need to look at other people's journey, if you need to go and, just get some motivation by seeing somebody who's on track, that really could motivate you to see somebody who has that temptation to go eat, go out to eat or to, overindulge and they choose not to. That's motivation to me, to see somebody in the gym. I'm like, dang, sis in the gym, I should be in the gym. So let me gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you do have to use other people as motivation, but don't ever compare yourself because everybody different. Like I told you guys, I can eat whatever you tell me to eat and be okay, but I hate working out. And there's some people who they will work out 1900 days a year if they could, but it's harder for them on the eating part. So everybody is different, so we just gotta be there to help each other and keep it going. Let me read some of these comments. Oh, Lexi, I'm sorry. What was your question? Girl, with this Texas weather, it's too cold to be a leprechaun. Shannon, you silly. How did you level your sweet cravings? Well, pretty much, and I always say this, in order to do that, you got to take them out. Now, I understand it's easier said than done. So you can transition yourself. So start transitioning yourself. Like if you like candy bars, go from candy bars to something that is still sweet but either lower calorie, or do some kind of like because I don't really want to necessarily say granola bars, because believe it or not, granola bars have a lot of like sugar and stuff in it. So you might as well eat a candy bar, like if you're looking at the macro calorie part of it. But you can just tailor yourself, to just like a healthier sweet. Like pretty much like this. I love brownies. Everybody know I like a homemade brownie. I like a regular brownie. I like an Oreo brownie, island brownies. But I know I can't have brownies on my journey, so I eat Fiber One brownies because they're 70 calories, only 2 grams of sugar, and they still do taste like a brownie. Like, you don't taste like diet food. Like, I eat them even off track, which is so crazy. Like, I think that's what saved me too, y'all, because remember I had bought like a bunch of those Weight Watcher snacks. That's what I was snacking on the most, like snacking on all the time. I catch myself eating my Weight Watcher snacks, which is what was supposed to happen. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But anyway, yeah, so just kind of transition to those type of sugars. But it ultimately, if you want to give up the sweet cravings, then you're gonna have to like stop the sweets, because once you stop something, your body stops craving it, and then you can get rid of it. But if you don't like give it up, then your body will continue to crave it. That's why you can like eat fries on Monday and want fries again on Tuesday, because you gave your body something that was good to you, and your body's gonna crave it, and that's what's gonna make you want it. But if you didn't have fries, then why would you want fries? You know what I'm saying? So it works like that. I'm just saying the weather was muggy yesterday, and today we slid back. Right! Like today we went back and they said tomorrow it's supposed to be cold. And I'm like, but wasn't it just 84 on Monday? Like legit, when y'all see the vlog, it was sunny. Like I was sweating. What? And then tomorrow I need my gloves and my earmuffs. Like, but now that we are used to. I am used to that with Texas. That kind of weather. I wasn't used to the whole snow and all that crazy stuff. Okay, let me go back to it. Hey, LaShondra. Hey, Dorothy. OMG, the best healthy sweet treat is a chocolate banana frosty. Like homemade? Hey, Tequila. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. Okay, she said 1 banana, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and almond milk. It feels like cheating. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. I have all of that in there. Well, I don't have almond milk, but I do replace most of my milk products with Premier Protein because I find that it's 1 gram of sugar. It still gives me the milky liquid consistency that I'm looking for in smoothies or juices or something like that. But it also gives stuff more flavor. So I always do like mix up my milk. Because even I used the Premier Protein for my oatmeal before. Because y'all know I like milk in my oatmeal. Like I know you're supposed to make it with water. But girl, I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas. And we make our oatmeal with milk. So anyway, so yeah, I cannot make it with milk. And believe it or not, like milk has a lot of sugar in it, even 2%. So it's high. Like that's one thing I love about Weight Watchers, because if you don't necessarily know the macros on something, you always know if it's high in fat, sugar, and carbs because of the points. So for just one cup of milk on Weight Watchers, it's 4 points or either 5 points, which is pretty high for something that's not even my main meal. Like that's not even my main. I could understand if my meat was 5 points, or you know, my side dish was 5 points, because that's a big portion of my meal. But for just 1 cup of milk to be that high, then you know it's high in sugar and stuff. So I was like, you know what, instead of using milk and taking up 5 points to do so, why don't I just use Premier Protein, which is only 2 points, but because I only have to use a cup, it's only 1 point. So that kind of like saves me, and then it's still on 1 gram of sugar. So that's kind of what I do to like cut out my milk or whatever. But I'm gonna have to try that because I do have all those ingredients. Oh, have you tried the Goji gummies? I can't drink the ACV, so I eat them because yes. Well, I haven't tried them, but that's what my mama take, because my mama can't do the ACV. She said to this day she hated it, so she's been taking the Goji gummies now for, oh my god, it's been a long time. At least I would say at least 6 months or a little more. And she loves them. And my mama look good, y'all. She look good. And she's taking TLC. She does the regular tea and she does the NurtrBurst. She doesn't take the NRG because she don't need, like, my mama doesn't have a big appetite anyway. So she don't need to, like, cut her appetite. So she don't take the NRG. She did buy the resolution drops, but she was like, she really didn't see a difference in it. So she doesn't take the resolution drops, which I got my resolution drops with me, y'all, because I keep them with me. I'm almost out. Oh, and I actually I did get the tea this time. Not the tea, the coffee this time, because I know a couple of y'all hit me up and, well, first of all, Tequila told me to get it, and then I think we mentioned it in a Weight Loss Wednesday, and then y'all said y'all want a review on the coffee from TLC. So yes, I got that coming. But yes, look where my resolution drops at. I'm gonna have to buy me some more. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get resolution drops as well with my coffee, because we can't run out of these. But yeah, so my mama, she don't care for them, but I like this, especially like when you full day fasting. I like to take it like midday just as an extra and it just put, I'm talking about snatch it on back, snatch that appetite on back and say, hey, what is food? Where we going with it? You know, it does that for me. So I really, really have loved these on my full day fast. But I don't necessarily, especially when I'm doing 16-8, y'all. When I'm doing that fasting window, which that's what I'm doing right now, I really can't take a lot of resolution drops every day. Like, I'll take it on my full day fast, but I can't take this every day because I take that NRG. And if I take that NRG and these resolution drops, y'all, I won't eat for 4 days. Like, it will take your appetite and throw it out the window. So I cannot, I repeat, I cannot take resolution drops and NRG at the same damn time and still eat. That just don't work. It don't work. It don't work. So what I started doing was, like I said, just taking the resolution drops on Monday on my full day only fast. And then during the week, I take NRG. Now, I do take NRG on my Monday too, so I take that first, and like I said, midday I'll take my resolution drops, and that gets me on through the night, on to the next day when I break my fast. But once I break my fast, I only take my NRG in the morning, because if I take them both, sis ain't gonna be able to eat. Like, even right now, I've been back on track since Monday, and my food, like, I'm only eating, yesterday I had 2 sides. Yesterday I did corn and green beans with my meatballs, and I couldn't even finish my sides. Like, I couldn't even eat. All I had was 5 meatballs. Like, it wasn't even a lot. So I will not eat, and that's not good. Like, you want to be eating because your body needs that, you know. So I can't do them both. Them right there are powerful, honey. So yeah, during the week, I mean, whenever I'm eating, then I only take my NRG. But whenever I'm doing my full day fast, I do take that too. 'Cause I don't know. 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 I Okay. Hey Keisha. Hey Angel. It's okay. Yes, but my mama likes those. Like I said, y'all know I just take that ACV and knock it on back. But yes, my mama take those Goji and she likes those. I say start with 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder and make to taste ripe bananas. Oh yes, I love ripe bananas, and it was so crazy because one time I got some like bananas that wasn't as ripe, and I was putting them in my smoothie. I was like, what was different in my smoothie? It wasn't tasting right, and I realized it was a banana. So now I let my banana get really really ripe and then freeze it, so that way it can be really good. I love those gummies. Okay, Angel said she love them too. My mama said she like them too. Do you still take the Teamy collagen? The site has been so girl, Jersey girl. Hey, welcome in. Look. I'm gonna. They be how they. She sent me some Restore drops, but I can't get the collagen. They are still sold out. I've been trying to get it. I've even got more. I ordered Teamy greens myself. Like I actually paid for the Teamy greens, but she sent me over the Teamy Restore, so I got both of those, and they still out of collagen. Look, I even signed up for the alert me when it's back in stock. It sent me an email says back in stock. I ran over to the site to buy it, and then it was like it was sold out. So I don't know if it was just playing with me and it wasn't really back or what was going on, but I was really mad about that. But I am going to I'm going to keep my eye on it, and since I will let you know when it's back in, because I'm mad my smoothie be missing it. Yes, Chona, I do eat bread. Like and that bread that I was telling you guys about a couple weight loss months ago is by Sara Lee. And it's the Sara Lee Delight. And it's only 45 calories per slice. So you can have 2 calories for 90. I mean, use 2 calories. You can have 2 slices for 90 calories. And it's only 2 points on Weight Watchers. So that is a really good bread. And it's really low in carbs too. The only thing is the slices are thin, sis. So don't think you finna get you a good, nice size of Texas toast. It's not like that. Like, they 45 calories for a reason. But if you're a person like me that just want to have bread or want to have a sandwich or anything like that, then, and for only 90 calories, because that bread is, for 2 pieces, is less calories than some tortillas, because some tortillas are 110 calories, you know? So, yes, I like that. So, I do like that bread. It's Sara Lee Delight. Dang it, it's not wheat. Multigrain. It's multigrain. Sara D Delight multigrain. Sara D Delight. Who is Sara D Delight? Who is Sara D Delight? That's why I can't be live, y'all. Who is Sara D Delight? Sara Delight. That bread. So yes, I like that. Yes, I do. Now, I ain't gonna lie either, too. I don't know if because I bought it from Kroger or what, but it was a little pricey for some bread. I ain't gonna lie. Normally you go in there pick up a loaf of bread. It's like, hey, But this bread is a little expensive. It ain't over $5. I don't even think it's over $4. I want to say it was like $3.49 or like $4, something like that. But yeah, it's a little expensive for like that loaf of bread, but it's I like it because, like I said, if you're a person that just gotta have you a piece of toast, like think about it, if you eating breakfast and you just want to do you 2 eggs, a couple strips of bacon, turkey bacon, I like turkey bacon, most people eat bacon, and then you gotta have you some toast. That's the perfect thing to do because it's only 45 calories, and like I said, if you're on Weight Watchers, it's only 1 point on the blue plan. So, but like I said, it's thin, so don't think that you finna get no thick sandwich. So don't be, I tell you what, you can't put more than a serving the size of meat on the bread, or you're going to be eating your meat with your bread. Like, you don't have to roll your meat around your bread. But it's so good. Never let the scale rule you. Yes, baby. Never let it do. Because like I said, and I did mention it in the vlog too. Like I said, and I even said it here, I'm pretty sure I did gain some water weight. And especially because, like I said, Mother Nature was here. Mother Nature left on Sunday. So I'm pretty sure I did. But my clothes still fit the same. Like, everything is good. I'm not tripping. Only thing you know to do is just get your butt back on track. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm proud of myself, y'all, because my mind was not right. Like, my mind was not there. I was not focused. I was just like, man, it's like I was in survival mode, but also I was in like, I don't know. It's like my mind, I wasn't giving up on my journey, but I wasn't. Oh, thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. I'm going to get that bread, girl. Thank you for that, sis. But yeah, it's like my mind wasn't right, y'all. Like it wasn't like bad. Like I ain't saying I was gonna be like, oh my god, I'm never gonna lose weight again. I'm gonna turn my channel into a mukbang channel. Like it wasn't like that. But for real, I wasn't caring about no meal prep. I wasn't caring about no working out. Like I wasn't caring about that because it was just like I was still in my feelings, and that's why I tell you guys on your journey, be careful who you let around you and what you let affect you, because it will affect your journey. And even though it wasn't a person, it was actually an event that happened, like that really affected my journey, because I was just like, for one, I didn't have anything that I need, and for two, like my mind was messed up. Oh, and that's another thing, like I'm back sleeping, y'all. Thank God for that, because I have never not been able to sleep. Like I've always been able to sleep. Like even, you know how sometimes you get into it with somebody and you be so pumped up, you be up. Not Crystal, baby, we'll fight again in the morning, but tonight I'm going to bed. Like I'm always get my sleep. So for my sleep to be disturbed, like that was really crazy to me. But thank God, like I said, I took me the hottest bath that I could, and then I laid it on down, y'all, and I slept so good this past weekend. I slept the night through. I didn't wake up out my sleep. I wasn't tripping or anything, and every night I've been sleeping really good. So I thank God, like my sleep is back good, and it's because I freed my mind. It's because like I let out what I was feeling on the inside. I was a little angry with everything that was handled. No, my anger couldn't, it didn't change anything. Everything that happened still happened. But at least I said it out and I got it out. And that is how I was able to like refocus my mind and realize, okay, boom, you said it, you went through it, you said it, now move on. And that's how I was able to get back on track. But as long as you hold that stuff in, y'all, as long as you let somebody else affect you, then your journey will suffer, because you can't, like I tell you guys all the time, you can't fix people and fix yourself at the same time. Like you're gonna have to be selfish in that sense of not just forgetting everybody around you, but be selfish in the sense that your journey comes first. Don't let nobody else's problems affect you. Now, I'm not saying if you ain't got something going on, personally in your life that affects you, then you work that out with the person you with. But you don't need to be sitting on the phone gossiping with Sally, taking out Sally business and drama, and you over here supposed to be meal prepping. Now you done miss meal prep. You got to stop at McDonald's in the morning because you on the phone with Sally, worried about Sally and this dude Sally and that dude gonna be together tomorrow while you supposed to be meal prepping anyway, So it's like, that's what I mean by like don't let anything affect you. Like I said, events are gonna happen, things are gonna happen, and in that sense, still talk about it. Like I say, there was nobody I could like genuinely talk to, and me saying it out loud, nothing happened. Everything that happened that week still happened. Everything that happened the following weeks still happened. But at least I just got it out. I said it. I was able to hear it out loud. And I was like, okay, we got to move on. Let's keep it moving. And so that's how I was like able to do it. Yes, Dolores, like that really took me down. And like I said, I do understand like some people have went through bouts in their life where maybe they went without power or maybe they went without water and stuff like that. But y'all, Crystal wasn't raised like that. Like I never in my life of living did not have lights or did not have water or did not have like cable even. You know what I'm saying? Well, I take that lie back. When I had first moved into my apartment, when I had divorced my ex-husband and I moved into my apartment, that them first couple months, going from when you're moving out, when you sneak moving out, because like I left. I didn't move out. I left. So when you leave, you spend a lot of money because you got to sneak over here and do this and you're paying for everything. So at that time, like, yeah, when I had first moved into my apartment, I didn't have cable at that time, but I ended up getting cable. But yeah, but I'm just saying like power and water and stuff, yeah, I ain't never been without that. So that was in itself, it got me. And then like I said, to not even have anybody to call on, nobody was giving us answers. You couldn't call nobody. They gave us a 1-800 number, and that number was an automated system, so you still never talk to anybody. And that was traumatizing, because it was like, y'all just really got us out here like living like this, the Hunger Games. Like, I mean, if you can make it to the store and get the last bag of chips, then you win. Like, what y'all really got us out here like that? Like, we pay our bills. So yeah, that really took your girl down. But like I said, I let that hurt go. I really did. And I realized that everything happened for a reason. And maybe, I know everything happens for a reason. And it just taught me patience. Like, it taught me to realize that, everything not gonna go perfect just because I want to work out 4 times this week and be on my meal prep game. Like, anything can happen. Even this morning, like I said, the lights went out again. You know, stuff happens, but you just got to be able to roll those punches. Hey, beautiful Eve. Oh, thank you. Oh, Justice, you had no power for 6 days. Cold soup and bread was my friend. Man. And see, that's why I said, look, we bougie. We ain't even got no regular can opener. So we couldn't even open nothing. What is the name? I'm writing a paper on rare mental illness. Mental illness? I know, right? I be mad when the cable and internet goes out. Yes, because you know that's what we do. Hey, Justice, thank you. Hey, sis, do you have any NurtrBurst on hand for sale? Okay, hold on. Ooh, no, but I can get some. Let me get some. Because they keep telling me all the time, make sure you get some stuff. Make sure you have it. I'm going to do better, y'all. I am. Just work with me. Just work with me. That's all I got to say. I'm going to be crazy. But yes, y'all, it was crazy. But like I said, when you got to get to the point where you don't let others affect you. Yes, you can be sympathetic and empathetic in some situations to others. Yes, you can understand what your people are going through, what your friends are going through. Yes, you can understand what everybody else is going through. But you also have to understand what you yourself is going through. I went back and looked at some of my old videos because, like I said, I motivate myself as well. So I went back and I looked at some of my old videos of when I was losing weight, like how I lost 20 pounds and one of my weight loss updates. And the one thing that I said that actually resonated back again with me years later, and that was, you got to put your journey first. You got to do it for you. So when you turning down them donuts, when you turning down the lunches and stuff, you're not turning that down because you want kudos from somebody saying, "Ooh, she on her game." You're not turning it down for that. You're turning it down because you promised yourself that you wanted to reach a goal that you set for yourself. So you can't let yourself down. So yes, you might have to say no now, but there is going to be a time that comes where you can say yes. There's going to be a time that comes where you're going to allow yourself to eat that donut. It's just not the time right now. And that's why I say you have to come with the patience part of it, because it's not going to happen overnight, because we all have that syndrome. I've been back on track for 3 whole days, y'all, and I swear I'm looking in the mirror like, okay, sis getting snatched. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, y'all. It's not. But what you can do is just look in that mirror every day. And if you don't see results, keep going. Just keep going until you see the results, you know. Also, too, like I said, I've been looking at a lot of reels on Instagram. And a lot of people do weight loss reels. Like if you go look at the hashtag weight loss or extreme weight loss or anything like that, you'll see like people's journey. Man, y'all, that's so inspiring. It's so inspiring to see people who was 417 pounds and then now they 183 naturally. You know, they work their butt off and stuff like that. And granted, like I said, we don't know everybody's life, so we don't know what's really going on, you know, in people's lives. But the only thing you need to take from it is the motivation. Don't take nobody's problems. Don't take nobody's issues. Don't take nobody guilt. Don't take none of that. Like if you looking at somebody and you be like, I know she had surgery. That ain't your business, sis. Just look at her journey. Look where she was and look where she is now. It's not your business how she got there. Yo, you just get the inspiration from it. That's what a lot of people do. They so quick to speak on your journey. And it's like, but what are you doing? Don't worry about somebody else's journey. I don't care if somebody had surgery. I don't care if somebody did it naturally or if somebody took pills or if somebody drank tea. Like, I don't care what they did. They actually did something to lose the weight. So just take that inspiration and use that, you know, if you're looking for motivation. And then, like I said, your true motivation comes from yourself. So you got to get up every day and do something for you, because when you get up, and is that Kadir? I mean, Chris, hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you on Instagram or nothing. I've been good. How you doing? Hey, Miss Dimples. Hey, Ashley. But yes, y'all, like you guys got get to the point where you in the end got to be your motivation, because you can look at everybody on Instagram, you can look at YouTube, you can watch everybody video and everything. But if you still finish doing that and get up and go in the kitchen and fry you some chicken, what was it about? Like, what was it about? You know what I'm saying? So at some point you got to realize that it's you. You are the one that can do it. Like me getting back on track, it was me. I could have said every day, y'all, I'm gonna get back on track tomorrow. Y'all, I'm gonna get back on track tomorrow. But it was me that had to get my butt, go to that grocery store, meal prep, drink my water, go work out. Like, it was me that had to do that. Because I could say it all day long, but if I didn't physically get it done, it wouldn't have happened, you know? So don't get caught up in the whole other people's journey. Just like I said, look at somebody as inspiration. Look at somebody as, you know, like, okay, look at my sis, she went from her, you know, look at it like that. But necessarily don't worry about their journey, because their journey is not for you to worry about. And then again, why would you want to take on their responsibility of worrying about their journey when you got your own journey to worry about? Don't worry about what that person doing, because you gotta focus on what you're doing, you know. You can't focus on their journey and your journey, because somebody's journey is gonna lack and it will be yours. Hey, Latoria, I have been busy in school. Oh, Courtney is good. She in there snoozing. She'll be getting up in a minute so she can go to work. Hey, Sonya from West Palm Beach. Oh, you got your tea in and you walk today. Yeah, she's sleeping right now. I think she got her alarm set for like 8:15 or 8:20 and she'll wake up. Yeah, she worked tonight. So this is her regular week. So she just worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And then what I was gonna say, I think next week is her overtime week. I think she skips a week. But y'all, it's already finna get it, like, today the 17th. My mama's birthday is next month on the 13th. And then Courtney's mama's birthday is on the 17th. 4 days apart, y'all. Oh, I sure will. But yes, guys, you just gotta get to the point where you gotta be your motivation, guys. You have to be your own motivation. And the way to do that is to do something right. So if you said, I'm gonna drink, not even a gallon, if you say I'm gonna drink 60 ounces, I mean, what's the recommended daily? 64 ounces. I'm going to drink 64 ounces of water every day. Then drink 64 ounces of water every day. And then get excited about it. Get excited about drinking. Like, once you hit your goal, if it got to Friday and you did your 64 ounces every day, get excited about it. Say, oh my God, I did it every single day. I told myself I was and I would. And guess what? You're going to continue to do it. But if you tell yourself, I'm going to drink 64 ounces of water every day, and then Monday you do it and you don't do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, then how are you going to be motivated to continue to do it? Because you're going to tell yourself, I ain't gonna do it, you know. So you just gotta push yourself sometimes. And I ain't gonna lie, yesterday, even though it was just my first day working, going to work out, I pushed myself. It was so funny because when I came in the house and Courtney was asleep, and then I woke her up and I was like, hey babe, I'm finna get ready and go walk. And she was like, okay. So while I was getting dressed, I was getting ready to go out the door, and she was like, she's like, I love you. I was like, I love you too. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, well, she was like, your voice sounds sad. I was like, because I really don't want to go walk. Like, yeah, I really did. But I went on ahead and did it. And when I came back, I was like, I feel so good. Like, I was so proud of myself. Like, I did it when I did not want to do it, y'all. I did not want to do it. I'm just being honest. It was my first workout. But because I did it and got it done yesterday, motivated me to go ahead and work out again today. And then it motivated me to come up with a realistic schedule that I know that I can keep, which is no working out on Monday, walk on Tuesday, weight train on Wednesday, walk on Thursday and Friday, and do a little weight training on Saturday. Don't work out on Sunday. That was like the perfect like little thing that I can do. And like I said, it gives me my walking workout, because that is the one thing that was consistent throughout me losing my 102 pounds was walking. And I always tell y'all all the time, like, y'all ain't never seen me pumping no iron and doing all that extra stuff, and I still lost weight. And that's because walking is an exercise. It really is, especially if you're consistently walking. You don't even have to be power walking. You can be walking, you know, doing your normal walk. Now, you don't want to be doing no slow nothing, but you do want to walk, you know, get your heart rate up just a little. Yeah, and just do your walk. But if you're consistently walking for 30 minutes every single day, you will see a difference in in everything. Like, it will actually motivate you to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it. But that's the one thing that I can attest to is walking. Because even when I used to do the Leslie Sanson walk at home, that was still a mile walk, a 2 mile walk, you know, stuff like that. And you still getting your steps in. You still moving your body for that time. So I really did like that. And like I said, I never really did no real exercise. Like, I never really, like, when I look at other people's journey, and that's why I say you can't compare yourself to other people. When I look at other people's journey, I'm like, whoa, like, sis is addicted to working out, whereas I hate working out. And granted, like I said, working out is all for toning your body. Working out is for getting rid of, you know, your rolls and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that you don't need to work out. Of course you do need to work out, especially if you're trying to get snatched. You're going to have to work out. You're going to have to put in that. But I'm saying if you are a person who just want to drop a couple pounds and you're not necessarily trying to get abs, and you don't know what to do, walking is a good workout. Walking is a workout. It burns me up when people be like, oh, walking ain't working out. Yes, it is, especially now. I ain't saying walking from here to the kitchen and back, because you're not pushing yourself for one, and you're not consistently walking for 30 minutes or more. Like, you want to be able to be moving your body for 30 minutes and getting that heart rate up. So walking is an exercise. I haven't been motivated to exercise, but I have to try intermittent fasting 16 hours Monday to Thursday, intermittent fasting 14 hours on Sunday. Yes, and that's another thing. Like, I tell y'all, fasting is my journey. That is genuinely how I lost my weight. I didn't lose my weight from working out. When y'all seen, like I said, yes, I have had consistent times throughout my journey where, boom, remember when I was going to Gold's Gym? That was consistent. Boom, remember when I was consistent a little while ago? That was consistent. Boom, remember when I was doing Fit Body by Ashley, I was doing it twice a day? Boom, I was consistent then. But even those times don't even add up to a full year of me being consistent when it comes to working out. But what I was and will continue to be consistent is with my fasting, my intermittent fasting. Because intermittent fasting is not about what you eat, it's about what time you eat. Giving your body time to rest and digest in order to actually pump out what you need to have it out. So yes, intermittent fasting was something that I was dedicated to, and it's something that the reason I decided to just go back to my 16-8, because it is good to reset your body and, you know, jump around. And I did 18-6, I did 24, I did 12-12 sometime, but 16-8 has been my most successful. So that's what I decided to go back to since I got back on track. That's why I said that I do my no meal Monday on Mondays, and then I would do my 16-8 the rest of the day. I even can be consistent with this 16-8 on the weekends, like, because I don't never get up early, and then by the time baby get home and she gets settled in and we're having breakfast, it's always after 10 anyway. So that's the perfect time for me to, I'm able to still do my 16-8 on the weekend. So that's the one thing that I did, like, talk to myself about when I was restarting this journey, is just getting back to that extra consistency that I used to have. Because like I told you guys, the way that I let myself be lax these days, I never did before. Like, when I first started my journey, the first year and a half, maybe almost 2 years of my journey, I was never this lax, like where I would be like, oh well, I'm just gonna eat this on a Wednesday. Never. Oh no, Monday through Friday it was strict intermittent fasting, it was strict meal prep, it was strict gallons of waters, it was strict working out. Like, I was consistent with it. So I just wanted to, and that's why I said, for me, it wasn't about seeing what that scale says, it's about me seeing that my habits were slipping, and I want to get back to that consistency. Because once I was that consistent, my results came. I didn't even care what the scale said, because I was so consistent that the scale was dropping anyway. So I just want to get back to that consistency so that scale will go down if I needed to, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you guys, I'm in a 12 right now. I'm in a large shirt. Like, this shirt right here is a large shirt. My leggings are large. My shoe size went down. I'm in the 7.5. Like, my bra size went down. Like, everything is still the same. So I am grateful for that, because that was one of my biggest fears. Like, I just felt like, oh my God, you're gonna buy all size 12s and then you're gonna gain weight back and you ain't gonna have nothing to wear. Like, I was so afraid of that for so long, and that's the reason why I took a different approach. And that's the reason why I started being like, you know what, you need to stop focusing on numbers, because numbers don't matter. How you feel in your body is what matters. How you feel when you try on your clothes is what matters. When we walk outside, people don't walk up to us and be like, what's up, 210? They don't walk up and ask you to say that, you know. They don't even walk up to you and be like, hey, size large. They don't do that. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares what size you are or how much that scale say or what size you are. You know, the only person who care about that is you. That's why you have to be your only motivation to get what it is where you want to be. Like, you have to be the one to motivate yourself to see that, because nobody else sees that number. Nobody knows how much you weigh until you tell them, you know, because again, they do those like different judging of the body types. I'm 210, somebody else can be 180 and we can wear the same size, or we can, you know, I would look bigger than, I'll look smaller than her, but she's really smaller than me when it comes to numbers. So everybody is proportion different, everybody is different. And like I'm gonna say this, like I tell you guys all the time, I'm not throwing any shade. I have nothing against plastic surgery. I'm telling you, if your girl could afford it, I would have did it. But my doctor, she had told me, period, she was like, girl, you'll be able to do this. And like I told you at the time, she just told me to lose 30 pounds. She's like, girl, you'll be able to do this. I was like, 30 pounds? She's like, you got it. And then boom, I lost 102 pounds. So she knew something I didn't know. But I said that to say, hold on, y'all, something in my eye. I said that to say, nobody knows what size you wear. Nobody knows what the scale say. Only you know that. So you got to get to the point where you are motivating you. So if you don't like the number that you see, then you change that number. Nobody sees that number. You can lie all day long. I can tell somebody, hey, I weigh 150. How you gonna know if I really weigh 150 or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna know that until like you show them either picture proof, scale proof, or something like that. So don't worry about it. And oh, that's what I was saying too. Like, people look different. Like Platinum Jones, Passion Jones. Y'all, I've been following Passion from when she was like in New York before she had, I think, her second son. I've been following her for a long time. And even now, like she was talking about, she opening up about gaining weight. She said when she was at her smallest, which I forgot, I think it was like 180 or 190 or something. She was like, she felt like she was too small. And now she's 200 or a little over 200. She was like, I like me, you know, and that's what it matters. Yes, everybody, it's crazy because all of us strive for Wonderland, which is getting into the ones. All of us strive for, once you get to Wonderland, then you want to get to 180. Then when you get to 180, you want to get to 160. And there's nothing wrong with those goals, especially if you're a badass and you know you can reach them. Do what you got to do, sis. Get to where you can get to. But also do understand, too, you got to listen to your body. If you get to a point and you are liking where you are, you will damage your motivation. You will damage your journey. You will damage any hope you have of really reaching your goals by pushing yourself to be something you genuinely don't want to be inside. When you get to the point where you look at yourself, like I said, when I put on size 12s, I like what I see. Yes, in somebody else's eyes, maybe I should be a 10. Maybe I should be an 8. Maybe I should lose 20 more pounds. Maybe so. But that's in your eyes. In my eyes, Crystal like what she leaves. I like the thickness I have. I like the curves that I bring. I like for my body come to see the way it's set. You know what I'm saying? So I've just gotten comfortable with where I am. No, it's not my smallest. Y'all know my smallest was 195. That was my smallest. And I didn't have a problem with that. But the one thing I will say is I was so very self-conscious, y'all. Like, I was in Vegas. I hit my goal of hitting 195, and then me and baby went to Vegas. And throughout Vegas, that was the most conscious I have ever been. Like, all my clothes fit, but I always felt like, oh my God, I look like this. Or, oh my God, like I asked baby, I was like, oh my God, do my stomach look like this? Or should I wear this? Or should I wear 2 Spanx? And she's like, Crystal, you okay. It's like I was so self-conscious of that. Like, I don't know what it was. And then, like I said, I ended up gaining a little weight back. I started to do squats and tone. Like tone and shape my butt and my thigh area to where my thighs are not jiggly. My butt, and I'm just like, okay, I like this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not 195, you know what I'm saying? So it's sometimes you just got to get to the point where you're liking where you are and not worrying about where somebody else think you should be. Like, yes, it's okay to help somebody out, give somebody your opinion on, hey sis, you know, this is what I do, or, you know, oh sis, you know, I've never heard anybody say, oh, I feel like you need to lose 15 more pounds. But you know, these days people will just tell you, baby, they will read you for filth, honey. So, you know, but again, guys, I said all that to say at the end of the day, just get to where you are comfortable, where you are doing what it is you want to do. Oh, thank you, Darlene, for the super chat. Get to that point where you doing what you want to do for you. Like I said, it is okay to be around like-minded people. It is okay to look at somebody's journey and be like, dang, she a badass, she doing it. Okay, my sis did this workout, I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna see how I feel. That's okay. That is okay. But what's not okay is for you to sit at home and look at somebody and say, man, I wish I was her. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Because the moment you do that, you are now wanting somebody else's journey and you are letting yourself down, but not wanting what it is that you want. And if you genuinely want to lose the weight like somebody you see, then you got to put in the work to do it. You can sit there all day long and look at somebody on Instagram and be like, dang, I'm going to do that one day. You can look at somebody before and after picture and be like, dang, I'm going to do that one day. But you can't do it laying in that bed, sis. You can't do it not drinking your water, sis. You can't do it not meal prepping. You can't do it. So, yes, you can look for other people for motivation, but you, at the end of the day, got to be the one to put in the work. And I'll continue to say it. I will continue to say it. Keep going until you see results. If you wake up and you step on that scale and don't say what it wanted to say, keep going. If you weigh in the next week and still don't say what you wanted to say, keep going. And guess what? If you keep going, one day you're going to step on that scale and it's going to say what you wanted to say. But the moment you step on that scale and it don't say what you wanted to say and you go out and get off your journey and just totally give up, then that is the day that you will never see results because you gave up. So just keep going until you see it. It's going to be hard. Like I told you, I didn't want to work out yesterday and it was only my first workout. I did not want to work out. But I told myself, I said, Chris, there's a lot of stuff you don't want to do. You don't want to go to work, but you go. You go over there and get them people out your time, your energy. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do none of that at work, but you do it. And yes, you're doing it for money, but this is for your health. This is the real money, you know? And I really talked to myself like that. And once I said that, I put my workout clothes on, baby, and I went out there and I walked up a hill yesterday, honey, like, this right here, this side right here hurt. This side right here hurt. But yes, and so it's crazy, y'all, and I know it's hard. I know it is. I still struggle. You're gonna always struggle as long as you're alive and as long as you're a person. You know why? Because you are fighting years and years and years of habits of stuff that we've done for years and years and years. You're fighting cravings. You're fighting temptation. You're fighting all types of flesh. You're fighting that. Like, when we wake up, we program to wake up and eat breakfast. Some people say they can't have nothing but sweets for breakfast, donuts and, you know, cupcakes and danishes and stuff like that, you know. And you starting off your day with those processed sugars, just the calories, the grease of all that. Of course you're going to eat bad for the rest of the day, because the whole rule to that game is they want you to want more. So if you eat a donut, it's just going to make you want another donut. But if you eat something that's filling, that's something that has a lot of protein and fiber in it, then you're going to feel full longer, and that's going to stop you from doing the snacking. That's going to stop you from wanting to overeat. That's going to stop you from doing that. And if you take these resolution drops and that NRG together, you ain't gonna want to eat it out. But yeah, I just do that on Monday. But yes, guys, like I said, I don't ever want to come on here and not practice what I preach. Everything that I tell you guys is something that either I've been through, something that well, no, it's not either. It's something that I've been through, the thoughts that I have, because especially being on the journey as long as I've been and coming from where I'm coming from, where I was diet culture my whole life, been on diets my whole life. The reason it stuck this time is because I stopped dieting. I stopped worrying about, well, I got to reach this goal during this time. I have to lose 60 pounds in 3 months. I have to lose 40 pounds in 2 months. You don't have to do nothing but just do what you need to do to lose weight. You don't have to do nothing but meal prep, drink your water, and mind your business. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. And if you are being consistent And if you are keep going until you see results, then your results will come. But if you give up, if you give yourself these strict, unrealistic goals and guidelines, you'll never reach your goal. You'll never reach your goals. You have to get to the point where you are looking at yourself and not looking at a number. You're looking at Crystal. You're looking at everybody's name. Hey, Renata. Hey, Gwendolyn. Hey, Alana. You looking at all of y'all. Miss Dimple, Yolanda. Like, you're looking at yourself. You're not looking at numbers. Hey, everybody. Love Leslie's videos. But now I walk with Eugene. Oh, my God. Is Eugene the one? Wait a minute. Is he on with Leslie, or is he the one that does, like, the dancing and walking? Miss Dimples, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I have been doing trap cardio for the last 10 days. After I finished, I felt so good. I told myself it's not about how I feel. It's about consistency. Amen. That's all it is. Because the one thing that you could say to yourself is, I had my water today. I had my whole gallon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ate my meal prep today. Oh, I started my fasting on time. Oh, I ended my fasting on time. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's what I can say. That's what I can do. I'm not worried about it. You ain't no number. You don't worry about it. And like I said, yes, weighing yourself is important, especially if you are actively on your journey, so you can see where you are. But don't rely heavily on that scale, because if you do, that can deter you. Oh, how was it, Alana? Oh, okay, the dancing and walking. I think I've seen him. And then, like I said, one of my sis introduced us to this other guy who does like the hip hop cardio. I like him as well. I was just checking these comments. Yes, and that's what I say for me, and I realized that because at first I was like as far as meals, y'all know I'm pretty. I can eat the same thing every day, like it's nothing. I don't have to do switch up, you know. But when it comes to my working out, in order to keep me active and in order to keep me engaged, honey, we can't do the same thing every day. That's why I like breaking it up and not walking every single day. And even on the trail, I did it reversed, and I like that too. So yeah, see, I gotta keep it fresh. If I don't keep it fresh, Crystal be scared. We off track when it comes to that. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming to Weight Loss Wednesday again. You gonna mess up. It ain't gonna go right. Life gonna happen. Baby daddy gonna come take you out to eat. Baby mama gonna buy you everything you want to eat. Like, you gonna come on vacation. Birthdays is coming up. Everything, life is gonna happen. That's why you have to treat this journey as habits and not as a diet. Because the moment you treat it as a diet, then that's when you're gonna get to your goals, and you're gonna either fall off, or you're gonna fall off. But if you treat it as habits and just learn what it is you need to do to be consistent, then you'll be able to stay on there. But don't beat yourself up. It wasn't as bad as I thought after the Hunger Months. Yes, it's crazy, because it's like when you first start, you be like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, I'm grown. I could go fix my food right now. Why I just gotta keep looking at the time. But after you do it, like, don't it motivate you to do it the next day? Because you be like, dang, I did it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. And before you know it, like I said, especially now that I'm back doing 16-8, y'all, the reason I take my NRG is because it gives me energy. Like, no lie, I ain't gonna lie, it does cut my appetite. But it also gives me energy. But I said that to say I don't need to take NRG to cut my appetite, because intermittent fasting helps me with that. Like, I'm not as hungry as I used to be. But I do like the NRG because it does cut your appetite and it gives you energy. And I really like that. I love it, because Monday, I full day fast. I was able to go to 2 grocery stores, bring groceries in. I recorded meal prep for y'all. I recorded all that stuff fasting. I was fasting. I didn't have nothing to eat. All I had was a gallon of water, you know? So that's why I like it, because it allows me to be able to fast and still be a part. Because before NRG, when I would do my full day fasting, I was dead, y'all. I would be in here in the bed. Soon I walk in the house, baby, no, she going to take a bath. She laying down. Like, we not playing no games. I can't do none of this. But the NRG would have brought your girl out. Oh, there you go, baby. Alarm right there. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Make sure that if you're not, this is your time to subscribe and turn your notification bell on so you can be updated when I post Sunday's vlog video. Thank y'all so much again over these last couple weeks and everything that's been going on. Because like I told you girls, I'm human too. I go through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing I'm always do. I gotta keep it real. If you don't keep it real, if you lie, it shows. Lies come up. Like they show up. You can't lie, you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to others. You gotta be real with yourself and you gotta be real with others. And I just gotta be real with y'all. Life happens. But only thing you can do is dust yourself out and try again. So I will see you guys on Sunday.